Welcome. Yes, it's totally awesome fishing again, this time with a really cheap way of making fishing leads. Oh, you're going to love this one. Short and sweet. Now, lead is expensive. If you go into a tackle shop, it is really expensive buying fishing weights. And you know what? It's not really their fault. The base metal cost of lead is astronomical now. So if you can get hold of some, just plain lead covered wire, the really old stuff if there's any knocking around, or some lead sheeting. Do you know what? I don't even bother firing up the burner for this one. I don't even bother. Well, why would I want to lead melt it and put it in a mould? Say I'm going conger fishing over a reef. All I want is to get to the seabed. I mean, that's all weights do, to be honest. Is if you're beach fishing, you want vanes on it, you want grip wires on it, you want something aerodynamic because you're casting out. You want to cut down air resistance. Yes, you're in good shape. Well, for boat fishing, it's going to tow your lead to the bottom and that's about it. So what I do is get a pair of tin snips, cut up the sheet lead. I don't even melt it. And you don't need to. So easy. Check this out. Right, sheet lead. Pair of tin snips. I would guess you want it about, what, 3 inches wide, should we call that? So what you're going to do is you're going to cut a strip off. Generally this, what we call lead flashing, here is about 6 inches. From there to there's about, say 5-6 inches. They use it in roofing. And obviously it's expensive to buy new, but you might get hold of some scrap stuff. 2 ways to do this. You can either roll it with a pair of pliers. I'll show you how. Just like this. Start the roll. And then get yourself a screwdriver. Like this, and you can push it round in a circle. Once you've made this first turn, it's generally pretty easy. There we go. And use that grip, the very grip part. Don't use the tips, use the grip, and it goes around that screwdriver perfectly. Look at this. Now, lead like this in the sheet stage, it's very soft. Don't pinch your fingers like I very nearly did then. Then what I do is I just get to the end. I slide the screwdriver out and I just do a little bend over here. Just a little tag to go over there. Okay, there you can see that. You probably just see that just there, that little angle. Now, all I do is just mark this lead, as it were. Snip like this. So I've cut down there, as you can see. It's so soft I can do it with my hands. There we go. There's the circle, and then this piece you can bend and close up a little bit more. Just want to get it about right for you. There. And I'm going to take a drill, I'm going to drill through that and tie my fishing on, and that's going to make my fishing wet. It's going to take it right down to the bottom. Right, here's a totally awesome tip. Don't just put your lead there and then put your drill here, and then drill through the lead and through your workbench as well. Get a piece of scrap wood, get a piece of pallet wood left over from the film we made about how to make fencing with pallet wood. Look it up, it's very interesting. On it goes here. Now you can see the reason why I've left that little tag just there. Okay, I'm just going to drill through there. Now, if you go really thick wood, this in here will get heated up and that will melt and fuse to the drill, and then you get the knuckle wrapper special. Yes, one of those is not very nice, is it? So be careful. Always keep it down. Go into the wood and out. Now this one's okay. Now what I do, I generally get anything at all, just get the end of the pliers, to be honest. I want to just tap those over like that. Okay. And then go through it again. So what this is doing is getting rid of these little bird bits on the edge. You can break them off with your finger. Get the little bird bits, it's gone. This is a fishing lead weight, and trust me, it's done. Just clear it out a couple of times with the drill. Job done. Then, the secret weapon, a swivel and a piece of fishing line. Right, 2 ways of doing this. You can have a swivel, just an ordinary barrel swivel there. I'm using 50-pound mono here, because I've got some left over. You can use anything you want. You can even make what they call a rotten link here by making it say 20-pound line. You can tie any knot you want. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do on this one, as it's just a fishing lead weight and I want to show you how close I can get it. I'm just going to go down and tie a regular overhand knot there. Do another one, because bear in mind it's a fishing lead. It's just a fishing lead designed to tow the weight, to tow your bait right down to the seabed. Now, you can leave it like that, or you can fold it right over like that. Now, doesn't that look neat? That's just going to go down and rest on the seabed. There it is. Look, perfect. You can see that little hole, the tag end's folded, bent over, and there's your barrel swivel. You just tie that onto the bottom of your fishing line, thread your line through there, whatever you want to do from that position. Of course, you can always change it if you want. You just bend that up. Just what we're doing here, look. Cut that off. Use it again. And then you have the option of using a link swivel like this. Going through the hole there. If we can get it through there. Let's close it up. Just like that. Close up the link. Push it down again. Look at that. It just lays perfect. I mean... And I've used no gas. I've used no gas at all. It's taken me 5 or 10 minutes. Similar pencil, if you don't want to strip out lead wiring like this, if you just get it bent over by about 2 inches, flatten it all down once, bend it round again. Now it's going to split there. It doesn't really matter. All I'm going to do is put a slip knot like this. I've already made the slip knot out the 50-pound line. Now I tend to use this rig shore fishing more for stuff like wrasse where it's expendable, or conger where I know I'm going to lose rigs. Slide it over the end of the copper wire. Well, it's lead wire with copper inside. Close it up, pull down, and it slides up nice and tight like that. Now you can either just tie a loop in there, just like that. Let's snip that surface off. And then you can tie your main line to this and it tows it down to the seabed. Or, if you want to, you can still put a barrel swivel on there. I mean, if you're fishing rough ground, I don't want to lose any terminal gear at all, but just get the loop that you just made, push it through the barrel swivel, bring the barrel swivel back through that loop, fold it over, pull it together. If you can see that, it just pulls down nice and neat and tight. And there is an expendable weight. You can use it drifting for pollock, casting off the shore. You know, you can make these whatever size you want, but I tell you what, that's the kiddie, that one. No gas expended, just use sheet lead. Well, you could even cast off the shore with that, I must admit. That's a nice cylinder shape like that's rolled up. Lead roll, not sausage roll, lead roll. Another totally awesome tackle tip.